This has got to be one of the strangest encounters that I have ever heard of. In Staffordshire, England in 1954, a woman by the name of Mrs. Rosenberg and her two small children were inside their home when she heard a large hissing sound coming from outside. She had assumed that a plane had crashed, but when she went outside to investigate, and what she found was more of a shock than a surprise. A few days later, and after a few unkind words in town, a local news anchor decided to follow up with the story, went to her home, asked her a few questions. Following is an excerpt of that interview.
I heard this terrific noise. It was just like a giant cauldron of water being poured onto a fire. A shh sort of noise, you know. And my first reaction was, oh, the children. I thought maybe a plane was crashing or something like that. Went outside to find my two sons lying flat on the ground in the garden in front of the house, shouting, "Mummy, Mummy, there's a flying saucer." Up the side of the house to where we had a pump where we used to get all our water from. Automatically looked up to see this, all I can describe, this huge Mexican hat. It was stationary, this thing, and it was bright silver in colour, and it had a dome. It was tilted to sort of, I could see the occupants in it. They had long golden hair, like a page boy bob, just like the old kings. They had a sort of a polo neck jumper affair in pale blue that had this perspex or glass or whatever it was. They could see me anyway, and I could see them. I shall never forget their faces as long as I live. Their foreheads seemed to be a bit larger than, you know, but maybe this was just whatever they had round their heads, which was like a transparent fishbowl. And I was absolutely paralytic with fear. I couldn't move, although my mind was ticking over. That I was just mesmerized for what seemed to be ages, but it could have only been seconds. I turned to sort of look down at the boys because I was so absorbed, and the next thing I looked up and it was gone.